Day 884 off the grid, and I'm in the Shannon cemetery just as a train's passing along the track not so far away from here. You might be able to hear it. But I'm also under the light of the oak moon, which is waxing gibbous, a night or two away from full moon. So it looks like we're going to be polishing off the oak moon for this year's winter solstice. I came here with Vikey to do a bit of reamping or re-recording. Basically an uber black metal remaster of part of a Beltane song called Some Say Satanist / New Age of Satan. Well, it's a bit at the end, New Age of Satan or N.A.O.S, that I've been dealing with here. I wanted to get a raw kind of rough sound for that particular section, so I thought I'd come up here and chuck some cemetery vibes on it as well, using the classic uber black metal mastering technique. So it's kind of cool to be up here under the moon, and today I've been working on the mix of the song. The song itself is like a redo. It was originally recorded on the winter solstice of 2007, which was Baffy's second official recording with Beltane and her first winter solstice. And we stayed at a place in Kelvin Grove where we had my house truck parked, and we called it KG Farm. And we made this recording in the implement shed there on a bunch of hay, I think we were sitting. And the weather was really stormy and really blowing, and it was a pretty crazy night. I still remember it really well. And we recorded 4 songs, one of them being this particular track. So I thought this year I'd treat the Beltane listeners to a remix of this song. It's more of a remix than End of Summer, which we released for the autumn equinox this year. Rather than just being a remaster like the End of Summer was, this is a complete remix. So going back to the original individual tracks and making up a whole new mix. Hopefully a better mix, of course. But as I stand here now in the cemetery and Vikey's running around, I don't know what it'll be like till I've finished it. But it'll certainly be something special anyway. And that's what I've been up to today. I did mess around with a little bit of battery stuff with a 10-volt bank, but in fact, that reminds me, I better jolly well get home and take off one of the chargers I've got running now that the sun is well and truly gone. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll probably see that there is a still image of the cemetery that I took just before I got started. Well, it's a heck of a lot darker than that now, and the moon's rising up quite nicely. Well, it's up there in the sky now, way above the hills. So I think that'll be enough for this little recording. I thought I would do a talk on the Sony TCM 333 cassette dictaphone rather than do it on the camera or something else, just for a bit of novelty. This in itself is probably going to sound rawer. That's day 884 off the grid.